From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Wednesday, January 29th, 2025.
This is Todd Spangler, Washington correspondent with the Detroit Free Press. After 2 6-year terms in office, Democratic U.S. Senator Gary Peters is going to call it quits in early 2027. The 66-year-old Michigan Democrat announced Tuesday that he would not run for a third term next year. Peters' decision comes as something of a surprise. He's still relatively young as far as senators go, and he likely would have been favored to win re-election, given that no Republican has won a U.S. Senate seat in Michigan since 1994. But Peters, who replaced Carl Levin in the Senate in 2015, says it's time to pass the torch to a younger generation. During his time in the Senate, Peters has enjoyed a reputation as an effective legislator, and he has risen through the Democratic ranks, becoming a member of the Armed Services and Appropriations Committees. He is also the top Democrat on the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. His departure is expected to reverberate throughout Michigan political circles, and one Michigan Democrat is already looking at possibly running for the seat, former U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
This is J.C. Rondo with the Detroit Free Press. State development officials have agreed to drop a requirement for affordable housing in the first of 10 planned District Detroit projects. The project is a new 18-story, 261-unit residential building on Cass Avenue in downtown and next to the future University of Michigan Center for Innovation. The project's developers are the Ilitch Organization and New York-based The Related Companies. They have a tentative deal to lease the building to U of M for student housing, and that's why they want to ditch the affordable housing component. However, they do intend to shift the 50 or so affordable units that would have been in the Cass building to the other future buildings in District Detroit. The Cass building is expected to break ground later this year.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. Belle Isle could see some big changes that aim to get more people out of their vehicles to enjoy Detroit's popular state park in the coming years. The effort, led by the Michigan Departments of Natural Resources and Transportation and the Belle Isle Conservancy, would be designed to boost safety and access for pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users. But it also has recommendations that drivers would likely appreciate by seeking to improve traffic flow and move parking spots from underused sites to places that need them more, such as the beach. The Belle Isle Park Multimodal Mobility Study offers a, quote, 10-year phased plan to improve safety and mobility, end quote. Some of the recommendations include removing the large concrete paddock left from the park's Grand Prix days in favor of more green space, giving Central Avenue a major makeover by turning it into a pedestrian-focused promenade that connects with the James Scott Memorial Fountain area, and launching ferry service. The total list of recommendations would cost almost $48 million, and securing partnerships and fundraising will be part of the work ahead. Some of the early-stage work is already funded, including for new signage to clean up the confusing array currently spread around the island. The study was developed through 2 years' worth of public engagement.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.